Okay, Lonnie Wells. Good stories about Lonnie. So Lonnie joined us a little bit later on in Bravo 1-8. So he wasn't really one of the guys necessarily right away. And just so you understand, we were very tribal in Bravo 1-8. So for a guy like Wells to show up and have to figure out how to assimilate and where he fits in with a tribe of people who, people like McDade and I and so on, we all came up within the unit from Lance Corporals, McDade even a private, all the way up to sergeant. So people knew who we were within the unit, but then Wells just shows up as a sergeant, right? So he was kind of an outsider at the beginning. And my first impressions of him when he showed up was that he was really kind of quiet, withdrawn, kind of a goofy dude. And I didn't really know how to take him at first, because he doesn't like to throw a lot of things out there. Like, Lonnie wouldn't play his cards right away. He would always have his cards close to the vest. And he always have a little something in reserve to impress you with, should he so choose to bless you with that, right? So, when he got there, I remember thinking, okay, he's all right. He's probably not going to be one of the strongest guys or, whatever. Because, we all judge each other a little bit. We're always steel sharpening steel, right? So then the day came when he really impressed me. We were doing some battalion training. The snipers were there and we were doing something. I think it was when we were doing the training that was down at the Area 2 gym or theater or something. I don't know. We had tankers with us and it was some cobbled together training operation that we did. Anyway, so we were out there and all of a sudden there was like this need for this lane training situation where there's a class that has to be given. And Lonnie's like, yeah, I can do that. And I remember looking at him like, you just gonna, just out of nowhere, just poof, magic fairy dust, a whole period of instruction? Well, it turns out Wells was a combat instructor before he came to us. So he had like all of these classes just sort of like top of mind, ready to go, drop of a hat. And he would just kick these classes where he was entertaining, he was insightful. He said things that like, I'm known for being like eloquent, I can speak. Lonnie was way better than I was with any of this, just well rehearsed and practiced. And I remember sitting here thinking like, this dude has been holding out on me the whole time. I completely misjudged this dude, man. I remember specifically, I think it was a weapons presentation class, where he kept calling them face busters. He kept calling them bullets face busters, which we all kind of got a kick out of. So anyway,